we are definitely at Frontier City, and it's kind of a cold day.
Yeah.
We thought it'd be a little bit warmer, maybe a little bit, but it's kind of cold.
I just finished downing my hot Starbucks, so I'm okay at the moment, but I can also feel that chill, and I'm like, oh, give it 30 minutes. I'm gonna be wanting to go into that gift shop and getting that Wonder Woman sweatshirt that I've been seeing. Yeah, don't be surprised if you see that on me later on in this video.
But yeah, let's go check out the park. So one thing to point out is usually, you know, we have to text ourselves to remember where we parked. However, we parked like right over there. The parking lot's really small and really close to the entrance here. Check out their entrance here. They got a talking bison. Oh wow. This is very unique. I love this. It's kind of interesting. This park you enter in through the gift shop. Like right away, just huge gift shop. Lots of things that say Frontier City. We'll probably be in this gift shop later, but I just wanted to show off that it's pretty unique. It is well themed to the whole Frontier vibe. Up first, we're doing a ride called Diamondback, and let me show you what that looks like. So it's just a pretty simple coaster. Takes you down through this loop and then back up. It's kind of freaky a little bit because it's on these very high stilts. Alright, so Diamondback is a fun coaster. It suffers the same problem a lot of Six Flags rides do, where they don't board every single row, simply because they don't enforce, you know, every row being a standard. So I can see that wait time being extremely long since, you know, they don't fill every single car. But other than that, it is a fun ride. You know, I would wait 20 minutes to do it again, but probably not more than that. So we're back here getting a sweatshirt for Crystal, and one of these shirts is just completely dirty. I don't know if you can see it, but oh wow. Yeah, a lot of these shirts are just completely dirty. Oh wow, or sweatshirts I should say. By the way, this is a sweater that Crystal got. We found one that wasn't dirty because a lot of them did have like random dirt spots. There was one dirt spot over here on it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but so I guess they just got dirtied in storage. Outside the shop, it looks like they would have this really cool like water feature, but it's not running currently. Look at this little frontier town. They got even a tiny jail over there. We'll probably come in more detail and cover this later on. We want to do some coasters right now, but I mean, this is just a really cool place. This brings me back to Knott's Berry Farm. This is just so cool. It makes me feel like I'm back at Knott's Berry Farm. Only I think this is what the whole park's gonna be like versus Knott's Berry Farm. It's just a little smidgen of the Wild West. So I really wish filming was allowed for that dark ride. It was actually a dark ride, quick draw. It was, it's an interactive shooting dark ride, and it was interesting. It wasn't the best.
I thought it wasn't that bad though. There's other ones that we've done, certain variations of Blue Blasters, I can't remember which park though, where the shooting mechanism was even more off.
True.
So at least on this one, it did a decent job of tallying when you try to actually really hit the target.
The shooting mechanism was amazing. I can't fault them that. Just the props. If you've seen our Shanghai video where we went to the, I forget what park, but we did a Santa interactive dark ride like this. That was better quality than this one in terms of props. These props they were something else. Moving on. We're moving on. Looks like they do have a ride operator at the top of the log ride, so it looks like they will be running the log ride today. Here's the entrance for it. It's down here, which is kind of unusual actually. To the left of the log ride, you have what looks like a giant cantina. Looks like an arcade in here, but just look at the theming. The theming of this is absolutely amazing. Crystal just pointed out they might have a magic show at 2:30 and 4 o'clock at the Opera House Theater here. We had to do a small carousel, and Crystal's on a bunny. She's riding a bunny. There's a bunny tail and everything on it. So yeah, we're gonna do a carousel. Here's a better view of the bunny that we just went on. And here's what the outside of the carousel looks like. Right outside the carousel, looks like they have a little cemetery. Under this grass, under these rocks, is what left a poor old dog. Well, I mean, it's okay. Yeah, a little small cemetery. Like, why not? They have the space here. Why not do this theming? I enjoy that. I'm gonna take a quick shower here at the Hillbilly Shower. There's a little shower head up here. But yeah, just a small theming. I mean, why not? I love it. Also, quick side note, get here early because we are actually in the park like 15 minutes ahead of time. I think some other people were like 25 minutes and they were running rides. So if you get here early, you can get on some of these rides before technically the park opens. Okay, there's some theming that's good. This theming, I mean, they tried, but it doesn't look that great right now. Like the rest of it, you know, apart from that fountain thing, this theming is kind of cool. You have this little covered area, and it works well. Lasso, easily probably the best coaster here. So we've only done the one coaster, but I think we'll do this multiple times. Yeah, it's one of those like nice chill coasters. Nothing's getting hurt. It's just pure fun. Yeah, it's a fun coaster. Kids can love it, and we love it. Also, I don't know if you can hear, but there's like, I don't know, it sounds like an air raid siren going on right now, or I don't know what it is. So up next, we're gonna do, it's called Tin Lizzie's Horseless Carriages, and it looks like it's self-propelled, you know, vintage cars, maybe? Actually, that one did look like you could drive it. So I guess just the ones without people are self-propelled? It's kind of interesting. So one of the windows here they have open, and the ride operator can actually view the progress of all the rides on the security cameras inside the window. It's just really cool how they added that in here because it works well with the theming. All right, we're off now. We're driving the car.
I'm driving the car.
Oh yeah, Crystal's driving it to be specific.
Driving the car.
Whoa! It's a little bit bumpy. The Ferris wheel is up there. We can see the train track over there on the left. Ooh, there's some signs here. Are your whiskers, when you wake, tougher than a 2-bit steak? Try Burma shave. Huh, interesting. Get a little bird's eye view of the park here. It's nice.
This way to Mockingbird Pass. We're going a little off-roading here.
Yeah, this isn't a bad vintage car ride. I mean, it's not too long, but you know what? We've had worse.
At least it's got a little theming.
Yeah, the theming here is nice. It's wooden instead of like concrete, so that's kind of nice. Oh, there's a mine shaft on the left, right. That's my right.
Oh, it's too short.
car ride.
Yeah, it was really cool too to see that these vintage cars were actually branded to be for gold. I haven't noticed any of the other ones having any branding like Ford, GMC, things like that. So that was kind of a neat little detail.
Yeah. Well, we were going to do Silver Bullet next. However, I don't think it's running right now. It looks to be broken down. We've seen the same batch of people now twice not moving. So we'll have to come back to this. It's really cool. Like, they have this random theming, and more theme parks need to get on top of random theming. It just immerses you in the land. So over here next to the Wildcat entrance, which is this wooden coaster, you actually have the Frontier City Water Park entrance over here. So I guess it goes around the Wildcat ride. In front of Wildcat, there's actually a sign that actually says Wildcat Coaster was originally in Kansas City, Missouri, but they moved it here. It is the last roller coaster designed by Earl Bassing of Knott Inc., who had built more than 200 coasters during his career. Oh wow, so this is from Missouri originally. Wooden coaster that isn't rough. That's what this is.
Yeah, I was actually pleasantly surprised. This is one that I will very willingly say let's go do again.
Which is also surprising because this is a very old coaster, but they must have redone the tracks recently because it was very smooth. So smooth. Smoother than peanut butter, the non-crunchy type. On the outside of the building, it looks like they are recently redoing it. They have this, you know, sheeting in place where the windows would usually be, maybe? It looks like that they're doing cleaning on the coaster right now. My guess is that they'll probably run it without people on it. But yeah, so they do regular cleanings here at Six Flags Frontier City. Also, this pathway we're on that was the exit for Wildcat is the same pathway that you take to the water park over there. And it is a very small water park, so don't come here if you're only after the water park. So this takes us through a gift shop, and it looks like they have an interesting new policy, new try-on policy, where basically if you try on a jacket, you're supposed to bring it back to the team member, and they'll put it on for put it on hold for 72 hours, basically to make sure that any of the germs or whatever die off before putting it back on the rack. Interesting, they don't have any rail crossings for the train. It is not a big train, but there's no rail crossings. So we were gonna do Silver Bullet, however it's down for maintenance again. It's the second time it's happened today, at least that we've seen. So we're now gonna do the Ferris wheel, because why not? It's a Ferris wheel. We like Ferris wheels. And it's called the Grand Centennial Ferris wheel. Here we go. They also specify, Krista pointed out, no single riders allowed, so you have to find a buddy. To the right of it is the show, and we've heard online from many forum groups and stuff that the shows here at Frontier City are absolutely amazing. So we're gonna try and do the show if it's running today, because we've heard conflicting things, but we hope it's running. I can definitely see how this Ferris wheel would suck with high winds because it's shaking right now. We're at the top of it, but I mean, I'm not too much of a fan of heights. Coasters are a little bit different because you go down rather fast, but this you're just staying up for so long. just pointed out something. Underneath the Ferris wheel, there's a thing that says look. Let's see what's in it.
Oh!
It's a little beaver. And also, Crystal also had to point out during a ride, there's a little snake stuck in the tree here. A little plush doll snake. That beaver in the hole just goes to prove that Frontier City is on top of their game for hidden details and theming. Just like, what? I was blown away. Just, who thought of that is a genius. Do it at other parks, please. All right, we're gonna try Silver Bullet once again. Let's hope we get lucky and it doesn't break down. We are seeing it run while we're on Wildcat and the Ferris wheel right here. So hopefully it stays running for just a little bit longer. We're first gonna wait for the train to cross in front of us. It's a cute little train. Really fun. I enjoyed it. It was smooth. It was nice. I would do it again.
It's a good coaster. I would do it again. I think he enjoyed it more than me from the sounds of it. I was fine with it. I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but I preferred Wildcat, the wooden coaster. That is a definite first for me.
All right, it's about 1:20. We're gonna go over to the stage to see if the show is actually playing today. If so, it's at 1:45. And we'll try and get good seats for it. I do see some people waiting over here, so hopefully it's going on today. Be really cool if it was. All right, so we're in the front row for the show, and we just knew more that the first 4 rows are a splash zone. I don't know what that means, so I'm kind of worried. I really just don't get what they mean by splash zone. There's like no water here. There's like a well here, maybe? So maybe they get you wet kind of like the show at Universal Water World, where they like use a squirt gun and just blast you.
Hello, sir? Sir, can you tell me where I am? No, man, you can't hear me. Come on up. Sorry. Oh, man. Oh, sir. I'm sorry. Are you okay? Oh, I'm sure you're fine. What's happening, sir? Speak to me? Hello?
What in tarnation? Anyone who causes the timely or untimely death of the sheriff in the town of Crackaxle Canyon shall hang. His hat on the mantle as the new sheriff.
Pardon?
Congratulations. You see, that's Dylan and Drake Smithers. The little one, he's Dylan. The tall one, that's Jake. And we call him Jackalope Jake.
What on earth was that sound?
No, but it happens every time you say his full name.
Every time?
Every single.
Miner, what did I tell you about coming up here? Well. Looks like the little miner's lost.
Listen, you guys can't keep me in mine all the time. It's inhumane.
Aw, little miner thinks it's inhumane. What? No gold? Now, who's this?
Oh, that's the new sheriff. Will you take this seat?
Ow! Which one of you two did that? You still got the gun in your hand.
What?
Go get it.
No, I just
Look at it. I'm sorry. Hey, thank you. I'm sorry. You see, it wasn't after me.
no move fast, sheriff.
I knew my chicken
I didn't hurt you.
No, you didn't. to me. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, my. Oh, man. Come back here. Let me in. No. Come on. Oh, Patrick! Come on, Sheriff. You gotta do something.
How you feeling?
You saved my life.
Sure did.
Now we just gotta find the other. Oh my.
Dylan, are you crazy?
Oh my God. We can talk it.
You got that gun, but you ain't got the guts. That's what I thought. Can you seal the deal now? Hold on now. You can't make me bleed. You don't make me bleed my own blood. You didn't. How did you? Did.
Well, what just happened?
Oh no, but you're sorry shooting lit this here dynamite.
Oh.
Don't! Did you just throw lit dynamite down my mind?
I killed him.
Let's have a talk.
How do you?
Come here.
What?
You know what lit dynamite does?
Yeah, I know what it does.
What does it do? Explain it.
It explodes.
My mind!
With a battle in the back of the fact. Have they been immortalized and eternal down in the literature?
Yeah.
Does the work here for now. Really should. Write it all down. Oh, my. Oh, thank you. Woo. Well,
Sheriff?
guess that about right.
Sheriff! Hey!
Been a more
Lit dynamite.
splashy in oh, man. He's right.
Hope you enjoyed our show. Thank you for coming.
All right, that was a really cool show actually. I hope that I was able to capture that splash at the end and that it didn't like warp the viewing because of the water on the lens. But what did you think of it?
It was a fun little show. I think it was a little bit overhyped for me, but I was the one that read more about it. But it was definitely still a fun show, and I'm just grateful at this point to have any show that's open and running.
Exactly. As we exit the gun show, the stunt show, looks like the Gunslinger is a very popular ride here. It's a spinning one right here. Fairly long line actually. We're crossing some train tracks. We're looking for food right now. We're hungry. So we stopped for some food, and so we got a pepperoni slice, and it comes with a side. We chose garlic knots for ours. And we're gonna dig in to see how it is, but it's a good sized slice of pepperoni. I mean, I'm trying to find a good way to judge, you know, how big the slice of pizza is, but it's a decent size. And we found a pretty cool place to relax and enjoy the screens. So in our lunch spot, it looks like they have one of those swinging rides where you pay to be lifted up and then dropped and go back and forth. However, it looks defunct. This is probably the stage where you load in. Looks like the queue, but it doesn't look like they're running it right now. Anyway, side note, we ate at Saddle Rock Cafe. That's where we got the pizza. It did take us like 20-25 minutes to get the food, just in case you're curious. So it's not quick. keep that in mind. There's a fairly long line for this upsell ride that they have of like this, I don't know, chair drop ride. So it basically takes you up, 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 up. And then at the very top back there, it drops you down and you swing back down. But yeah, there's a fairly long line for it. Apparently, this big building used to be a ride called Nightmare Mining, and it was an outdoor ride, and then they eventually moved it indoors. However, it's been closed for probably like 15 years or something like that. You can see just the boards to board the ride are just completely worn out. The rock is cracking here. It'd be really cool if they brought this back. Indoor rides, always a blast, because they're resistant to weather, basically. It's outside that's obviously not resistant to weather. The building size is fairly large, so that would have been a pretty fun dark ride. Maybe not a long dark ride, however, it would have been on the likes of, I think it was like a Batman ride at one of the Six Flags parks that was indoors. I actually remember now, it was a Joker ride, and it was at Six Flags Great America outside Chicago, and there's an indoor, like a Wild Mouse coaster themed to like the Joker. And so like this building could definitely hold something like that. Making our way to the train, and as we go by, we can see the Rapids ride. It looks like there's actually a huge indoor section of it. So that actually would have been amazing to do. Sadly, it's a little bit early in the season, so it's closed right now. But this actually looks like quite a good Rapids ride. We're here at Renegade Junction now. This is where the train loads, I believe. Oh, we're here outside this train station. And it looks like he had to pump the water for the water feature. Interesting. And we have a little bit of sad news. The train derailed. We were speaking to a police officer asking if it was open today, since we had waited for like 20 minutes and nothing came. The train had derailed. So yeah, it's not working today, sadly. But hopefully everyone's okay. Looks like they did paint the side of the old abandoned theme park or roller coaster with Hotel Bristol up there. Alright, we're going to go quickly to a show. They're doing a behind the scenes of the Wild West show. So yeah, let's check out how that is.
Howdy, folks, and welcome to Carriages Canyon. How are y'all doing today? Oh, that's good to hear. I reckon y'all are here to show. I reckon y'all are here to see the show, am I right?
Yeah!
Oh, lucky for y'all, we got one planned for you.
You better take that back before I come right over there and smack that smart alecky jaw of yours wide open.
Yeah, you and who else?
Well, me and him.
Well, I'd like to see you try.
You heard him, go get him.
This cup here is about 10 times more dense than human skin.
I don't know, you're the one supposed to be telling.
Yeah. Or, as I like to say, 10 times more dense than my buddy Taylor over there.
Hey, you're the one forgetting what you're supposed to be saying, and that seems like you're the dense one, not me. But
Now,
wait, hang on, what's that mean?
It is a little loud. Oh, it just means you're really pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
He's the pretty one, not me.
That's true, he's got those eyes.
Yeah.
Anyway, folks, this gun is a little loud, so if you have sensitive hearing or you're a little one, you might want to plug your ears, okay? So, on the count of 3, let's all say back up. 1, 2, 3, back up.
Oh, man. Hey, nice shot.
Thank you.
It's like it was right in front of you.
Crazy how that works. Folks, you can see there's this little hole and big hole. In one side, out the other, kind of like when you're talking to kids. You get it. Now,
Wait, what do you mean when you're talking to your kids? What?
or if you're talking to these two.
Huh?
Folks, this is Bertha. She
I think
is
you
12
missed the
gauge.
punchline there. Nothing. Keep continue.
Thank you. It's
Cut,
12.
Phil.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is a 12 gauge shotgun. We
It
call
is?
her Bertha. Everybody say hi, Bertha.
Hi, Bertha.
Now, Bertha is also modified to only shoot blanks, but like I said, does not mean that does not make her dangerous. Bertha is a bit more loud than the other guns, so like I said, if you've got sensitive hearing or you're a little kid, you might want to plug those ears for me. Now, on the count of 3, let's say back up.
Back up.
Everybody went ahead of 3. 1,
Back up.
2, 3.
Oh, wait. Back up.
Maybe turn the safety off. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, hey. Ooh. Hey, Chloe.
Yeah.
Chloe.
Yeah.
Chloe.
Yeah.
Chloe.
Yeah.
Taylor.
Riley.
Bennett.
Bennett. I think we ran out of things. I don't know if we have.
Put it somewhere safe.
No, right.
No.
It's not safe there.
Nothing.
Y'all want it?
In the well. Good job.
Hey, Riley.
I saved the day.
Riley.
Yeah?
You might want to run.
Yeah, it's all right. Woo.
I think it might have been a dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, somebody go check it out to make sure.
I got it.
Goes.
You can probably keep it.
A little dry.
Yeah, but hey, in all seriousness, I do think our well might be broken. We may need to take out a loan from Wells Fargo.
Hey guys, you know, I took up reading the other day. About the punchline. You guys want to know who my favorite author is?
Who?
H.G. Wells.
Oh.
That's a good one. Even 10 degrees. Folks, are you tired of the well puns?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure myself.
Me either.
You gotta ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you pun?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh.
Mic cut up?
I see the light.
Well, the sun's out, that's why you can see the light. Yep, put your hat on, cover it up, there you go. Alright! Now, they're both dead, I'm gonna go home because I don't feel like doing the high fall, it's kind of scary. Yeah, I showed it to you guys already, you can see it right here.
Hey,
better present.
Taylor.
What?
You still gotta fall.
What? Oh! Oh, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Wild West Gunfighters Stunt Team. We hope you've enjoyed our show. Thank you for coming and enjoy the rest of your day.
All right, we're done with the show. We're gonna move on. We're trying to find a kiddie coaster. I wanted to show off, this is where they have the bumper cars, by the way. And I love how it's themed. It has the buffalo that we saw earlier talking over the entrance. Yeah, I mean, just theming. I like it. All right, so we see another hidden detail here. Danger, baby rattlers inside. And if you look, it's actually a whole bunch of baby rattlers. They do the same joke at Knott's Berry Farm, and I love it. It's absolutely amazing. The line for this looper is insanely long. I don't know why they don't open up the rest of the queue there, but it's a pretty long line for just, you know, meh. We just stepped inside a random building, and I'm really glad we did. Because look at it. This is theming at its finest. Looks like this is another, you know, stage show where you can buy food, sit back and relax and eat. But I mean, just look at this place. This is so cool. Wow. That was the building we went in. Now we're back outside, we're walking. I think we're going to Timbertown. I think that's the kids section up ahead. Oh, look at the little fox up there on top of Timbertown. Oh, he's adorable.
Timbertown is their newest section of the park.
It does look new. All right, here's the coaster that we're doing. Seemingly the same layout as Six Flags America, which we recently just did. It goes up and around, and that's it.
This is very similar to the same one that is in Six Flags America, and I like both of them. I like that Six Flags America does it 3 times, this one only does it once. This one was so smooth though. I enjoyed this one.
There's just a lot of rides to do in this area. Like a ton of them. like, these rides are just so well themed, and they have a little playground and everything, a little hotel, Billy's Hotel apparently. And it makes sense that, you know, Six Flags added this section because they've been known usually as a teen or adult park, so they're trying to appeal more to the kids, and they nailed it with this section of the park. Okay, Crystal found a new hidden detail, I think. Wanted lift to see headshot. Let's see what it is. It's a mirror. I love it. Let's see what's inside this jail that we walked by earlier. Okay. So it's a mannequin in there, and it says "Days to Hanging" on the wall. I hear some snoring. So here is the front of the park again. A little bit more detail, as we've done all the rides that we wanted to today, except for the train ride. So we can show off what this looks like, and it looks pretty great. And so directly ahead of us at Fort Frontier, that's actually that big dining center that we just visited. And so that's what it looks like from this side. We found another hidden detail. Thunder Road Weather Station. If rock is hot, it's sunny. Wet, it's raining. White, it's snowing. Gone, tornado. And there's the rock. Another hidden detail here right outside the railroad station outhouse. Uncle Bart says occupied. So Uncle Bart has his own outhouse, and that's a public one. And then I think occasionally he'll actually speak. We were hearing something while we were waiting at the railroad station, and I think it was this.
They have a Sweeney's barber shop. That's a little interesting.
Yeah, this is the back of that show that we saw earlier today. Oh wow, so we're walking over by Wildcat again, and the line is outside the queue, but luckily enough, we have fast passes, or flash passes. Crystal just pointed out inside the queue of Wildcat, they had like different old wooden coaster facts up there at the top. Kind of interesting. Oh, check it out, they even have a Wildcat outside the ride. This definitely looks like it's an original piece of art. Very old school. While we're riding Wildcat, I created a theory I had about the ride. Let me show you. So right around here, there's an extremely rough break. It's like a full stop. However, when we're riding it the second time, I noticed this huge concrete section here. And it looks like there could be water inside of it. So I have a theory where usually they don't operate that brake run. Usually they let the coaster glide through the water here, the water slowing down the ride, and then they slow it down at this last section. But for whatever reason, I don't think they have the water running. Maybe because it's a little bit too cold. I'm not sure. But that's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. And in other sad news, it looks like Silver Bullet is completely down for the day. There's some people waiting in the line up ahead, but there's no one in the queue, so I think it's donezo for the day. There's just a dedicated few waiting to be allowed into the section up ahead, but yeah, I think it's done for the day. I wanted to show off what the Go Fast passes look like. So they're only for a few certain rides, but you could do them in whatever order. Like, you don't have to do one of each ride. You could do, you know, 5 Silver Bullets if you wanted. That's what the back looks like. But yeah, it's technically different than their, you know, Fast Pass. You know, this is a Go Fast Pass. By the way, we got some chicken tenders and a cheeseburger before the park closed. Right now it's like park closed, so we gotta eat fast to get out of here. But I wanted to show them off. They seem like just normal Six Flags food. Alright, so we're slowly making our way out to the main gift shop. We need to buy a park magnet before we leave. I wanted to show off what the fountains look like. They have them on and running right now. And it's a cool water feature. I appreciate this.
You had a real good time here today. Did you get to ride all the rides and see all the shows? If you didn't, they'll be here the next time you stop by. Might even have some new ones. Partners, we hope y'all will come visit again real soon.
So it's actually cool what they've done here. So Delbert worked here at the front gate of Frontier City for 17 years, but sadly he passed away. However, you know, he was such a big voice in the theme park here that they put his picture above the gate here. That's just super sweet. We're all done here at Frontier City, and this is one of those parks that actually, like, amazed me. It was a good park.
Yeah, it was a nice little fun day. I enjoyed it here. I loved all the things.
The theming was excellent. Coasters were excellent too. They weren't intense coasters, but they were fun coasters. They weren't rough at all. I mean, this is a park we should come back to, right?
Yeah, I would definitely come back here.
I definitely want to come back here. I just don't think they're going to add any new coasters anytime soon, but honestly, that's okay. We still had a blast. The theming is on point, and it is just a fun park.
Yeah, so if you're, you know, nearby at all, even if it's like it's gonna take like an overnight weekend trip, definitely come do it.
See ya.
Bye.